Welcome into the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We're here at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, where the number 2 team in the country, the 34-3 University of Tampa Spartans, make the trip to beautiful Winter Park, Florida, to take on the 25-11 Rollins College Tars. I'm Caden Schmidt, and alongside me today, my broadcast partner, James Irvin. And James, it's senior day today, and the festivities don't start until the second game. But what seniors should we be looking out for this afternoon?
Well, Caden, I'm glad you asked that question because there are a ton of seniors on this team. We kind of talked about how young the freshmen and how the new recruits have come in and impacted this Rollins College Tars team. Well, the seniors on this team, such as Emily McMullen, who yesterday pitched a fantastic game against the Spartans. Caden only missed on a couple of pitches, ultimately gave Tampa the win after a couple solo shots. But other than that, she was pretty much shut down for 90% of that game. You also have Bree Shelley, one of the best hitters in the SSC, has been one of the best players over her time here for the Rollins College Tars. So those two players right there are some of the seniors I'm going to be looking out for.
And the festivities will not start until the second game of the doubleheader, but we will still highlight them here in the first game. In the circle for the Tars, Reese Twiggs. In the box for the Spartans, Orm Fantone.
Caden, that's just a beautiful pitch to start out with from Reese Twiggs right on the outside of the corner. Gets Fatone swinging and miss, and if Reese Twiggs can generate those swing and misses consistency like that all game, she'll be in a pretty good spot in the circle.
Fantone, a .331 hitter, playing left field today. Twiggs, 2 straight strikes.
I really love this camera angle we are getting here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network for a senior day, and just seeing the way Reese Twiggs can work here from a different angle gives you a whole new perspective how good she is in the circle.
0-2, hit over to second base. It's actually fielded by Cambry Todd at first. Bree Shelley covers, but the speed of Lauren Fantone beats it out and gets the first single of the day for the University of Tampa Spartans.
Well, the leadoff hitter this season for Reese Twiggs has kind of been an issue there. They're batting .329 against her here. It's a beautiful flip by Cambry Todd. Bree Shelley does a good job of covering, just could not get the foot down on the pillow in time.
In steps Lily Keister. .378 hitter is the senior out of Tampa, Florida. Fantone on base. She shows bunt. Both corner infielders creeping all the way in near home plate.
Well, Tars are so good defensively. You see Michaela Layton shifting over to second in case Fatone thinks about stealing, and then Bree Shelley there to cover up the middle.
The 1-0 from Twiggs is bunt, but foul down the third base line makes it 1-1. James, we got a little bit of wind today. It's kind of been on and off, but it is blowing out to right field, so a left hitter's paradise here in Winter Park, Florida.
And Caden, there's 3 lefties in this lineup. In fact, 2 to lead off for the Tampa University Spartans.
And the power is what won Tampa the game yesterday, as the 1-1 from Twiggs is bunted down. Thyssen runs in, fields it, fires over to first in time for the first out of the game.
Okay, and there's one person on this Rollins College Tars team you don't necessarily want to bunt to, and that is Brooke Thyssen. She mans the hot corner over there at third base well. She has a rocket of an arm, Caden. Again, if you're going to want to lay the bunt, you want to get that out more towards the first base line. I know it's unconventional, but with the arm that Brooke Thyssen has, it's just the way she forces you to play bunts.
Stepping into the box now, Mariah Galehouse, the All-American, the 2-time All-American for that matter. First-team All-American last season, third-team All-American the season before. And she's in the pitching circle as well today for Tampa, so a pitching matchup. 2 of the best in the conference. She takes ball 1, evens up the count.
Caden, I think it's fair to say that Rollins and Tampa may have the 2 best pitching staffs in the SSC. Tampa has 1 through 3 in ERA leaders, and following that, Reese Twiggs, Camille Lomblanco, and Emily McMillan all in the top 10.
That was demonstrated yesterday. 2-1 game. Both teams came out to pitch well, and I mean, it doesn't get much better than Mariah Galehouse, an All-American, and Reese Twiggs for the Tars. So 2 very good pitchers today.
Absolutely. If there was an all-freshman team, Reese Twiggs 100% would have been on it.
And the 2-1 to Galehouse. Down low, 3-1. Galehouse, a .362 hitter, but in It's crazy to say, as a 362 hitter, does most of her damage in the pitching circle. She has a .52 ERA, and we'll highlight a little bit more of that when the Tars come up to bat. As the 3-1, ripped foul. Count full.
Caden, that might be the definition of barreling up a softball right there. Absolutely smoked. That would have been trouble for the Tars, as Fatone for sure was going to score on that one.
Galehouse out of Spring Hill, Florida, a senior. Tars highlighted the Tampa seniors before the game, gave them roses. As the 3-2, swung on and missed. That is strike 3 on the pass ball. Orm Fantone advances to third. Was it a foul ball?
That looked like a foul ball to me, Caden.
So Fantone heads back to second. My apologies there. Fouled off. Galehouse still in the box with the count full.
Well, there is some question to be had about this. Christine Rover-Lefevre has an argument. It looks like that ball may have just slidden off Maddie Carr's glove a little bit. It looked like as she was trying to catch it, she used her momentum to take it through. Would love to see another angle on this play, as like, that was really close, but
it's one of those plays that, and the umpire did come together and they've called it foul. Behind the plate, umpire Taylor Cornoyer went out to Dan Batts, the infield umpire. They came to a decision. Foul ball, count still full to Mariah Galehouse. She steps back in.
I think that's probably the right call. As the home plate umpire, that is Taylor Conivorier behind the dish for us. You have to be listening for. Obviously, she heard foul ball, but I don't hate the argument there from Christine Roser-Lefevre.
And the payoff pitch. Fouled off once again. True professional at bat for Mariah Galehouse here, fighting early against Reese Twiggs, one of the best pitchers the Tars have to offer.
Well, in Twiggs right now, you see she's trying to work with this inside fastball right here, get it on her hands and trying to jam her. And right now, the inside bat speed that Galehouse is showing right now, very impressive.
The runner on second, the 3-2, hit out to left field, foul, just a hair outside of the third base line. Goes a replay on the foul ball that caused some confusion.
Just right there.
Looks like she fouled it right off her leg, or?
Well, now you see the umpire originally said out before calling foul, so that's an interesting.
Nonetheless, the 3-2, downstairs Galehouse walks. So a very nice at bat from Mariah Galehouse, brings in Alexa Russo. Senior out of Tampa, Florida. Hitting .302 this year. There are a lot of players on this Tampa team hitting over 300, James.
That's just what makes them so good, Kate. You don't go 34-3 for no reason.
No kidding. And then a team ERA under 1. The sweet spot for this Tampa team was going through their schedule before the game. They have not allowed more than 5 runs this entire season. So their sweet spot is 6, because the pitching has just been next level for this Tampa team. That one's outside to Russo, 1-1 the count. The 1-1 to Russo. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from Reese Twiggs. Jumps ahead in the account, 1-2.
Double play ball is in order right here for Reese Twiggs. Would love to see a nice ground ball pitch right here.
And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Reese Twiggs picks up her first strikeout of the afternoon. Sends Alexa Russo back to the dugout.
Yeah, I mean, why get a ground ball pitch, Caden, when you can just do that? A fantastic upper fastball, bringing the heat on that one. And that's, like you said, Caden, first strikeout of the day, and a big one as well, as that's the crucial second out in this first inning. Now Reese Twiggs can focus in on the batter. Abby
Salt is the batter in the box now. That one is in the zone on the outside corner for strike 1. Salt, a .333 hitter, is the graduate student out of St. Petersburg, Florida. Has a chance with 2 runners on, but 2 outs. Twiggs jumps ahead 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 0-2 now.
Twiggs getting really ahead on Salt right here. You love to see it. Now she has a lot of different options she can go with in that pitch selection. It'll be interesting to see what sequence she's trying to set up here with the 0-2.
You have the ability to waste pitches here in the 0-2 count, try and get a chase as time is taken.
Well, and that's exactly right, Caden. Like I said, Reese Twiggs being way ahead right now puts her right in the driver's seat for this at-bat.
Abby Salt, one of the tallest players on this Tampa team at 5'10", means there's a bigger strike zone, which gives Reese Twiggs more area to work with.
Not necessarily a bigger strike zone. The strike zone is elbows to knees for every player route, but you're right, she can miss more up with the 5'10" player, like she was trying to do there.
I was just going to say, right on cue, missed upstairs, count even now at 2-2.
And with a taller player like that too, Caden, they don't necessarily see a lot of pitches up by the chest or at their eyes. So when they do see a pitch like that, could, change the eye level a little bit, give them something to swing at, try and get that swing and miss.
2 runners on, 2 outs, the 2-2. Hit back up over to Leighton at shortstop. She goes the long way to first and makes the play to get out of the inning. So the Tampa strands 2 as we head to the bottom half of the first. Due up for the Tars, Brianna Parentoni, Brooke Thyssen, and Maddie Carr are the first 3 you'll see.
Just a perfect throw over from Michaela Layton, the smart softball player right there. Knew Gallhouse was more than likely going to be safe at second base. With 2 outs, you make the smart play, you make the easy play, the routine play. Tars up to bat.
Now we truly get to see what makes Mariah Galehouse so special. A .52 ERA, James. She is 12-0 in decisions this season in 13 appearances. She started 12 of those games, completed 10 of them.
Well, Caden, between these two teams, it's going to be pitching, pitching, and pitching. That is what has kind of helped the Tars, especially last year. We saw with Ashley Worrell and Reese Twiggs coming on. They've only continued to add to that pitching staff. And I think if there is a staff in the SSC that can match up with the number 2 team in the country, it's this Rollins College Tars.
Yes, and Reese Twiggs did get herself in some trouble early, but fought out of it. Now Tars get a chance to hit against, so far, the best pitcher in the Sunshine State Conference. James, Mariah Galehouse has walked 4 batters this season. The next highest is 8 out in Palm Beach, and then Kate DeSimone is allowed 10. So 2 of the top 3 walks allowed in the SSC are Tampa players, one of them being Mariah Galehouse in the circle warming up right now.
Well, Caden, that just only shows to me that she is attacking the zone, and she is not scared to throw strikes. She said she knows her stuff, she trusts her stuff, and more importantly, she trusts her defense behind her. She's not scared to pitch to contact. She's not scared to let these Rollins College Tars players take a swing, get a couple of good contact on the softball. But for the Tars, you got to prioritize getting runners on base and getting to Galehouse early. Put her in an uncomfortable situation, something she hasn't necessarily dealt with much this season.
Parentoni, .412 hitter in the box, and she likes the soft contact. She likes the bunts. This Tampa infield knows that. They are creeping way in. It is 0-1 to Parentoni. That's tapped over the head of the third baseman. There's not much you can do about that one.
Cadence, that is a beautiful, beautiful slap hit right there, just chopping that one up and over the third baseman, Russo. And then, again, good recovery by Denoise, the shortstop over there.
That is a now 6-game hitting streak for Brianna Parentoni. Did not take her long to extend it. As Brooke Thyson's in the box now, Galehouse paints the outside corner for strike 1.
Caden, Galehouse is throwing hard. I mean, it's not hard to see why she doesn't give up that many runs. These pitches are coming in fast.
She is a pitch-to-contact pitcher.
Oh, no.
Parentoni in trouble, actually gets hit with the ball, kind of helps her out there. She needs a second.
Caden, that was a rough shot there that Parentoni took. She came sliding in and actually kicked the softball away from the first baseman. So beautiful slide tackle from Brie Parentoni right there to keep the ball away from the first baseman. Hopefully she is all right.
She's just trying to walk it off right now.
This would be a Big loss for the Rollins College Tars.
Shaking off her right foot. She steps back on the base, gives the double thumbs up. Brianna Parentoni, tough player. True freshman, has been committed to Rollins since 2022. She's wanted to be here, and she's here now making her presence felt. Brooke Dyson in the box, 344 hitter. 1-2 now the count with that one being outside.
Well, Caden, entering today, Parentoni was batting .412, so someone who knows she's wanted to be a Rollins College Tar. She is making her impact felt early.
And that was actually her 50th hit of the season, James. 50.
50 career hits for her as well right there. I mean,
how about that milestone? Might be senior day here, but Brianna Parentoni, the freshman, making some history for herself as the 2-2 pitch just outside.
well, very close right there. Thyssen, fantastic eye right there, able to take. That was really close. Could have gone either way. 3-2 count now.
Brianna Parentoni on first. Full count. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. This is a Tars team. They also have a lot of 300 hitters. We mentioned Tampa's 300 hitters. Tars, 7 players hitting above 300. As the 3-2 outside corner paint from Mariah Galehouse. That's her first strikeout of the afternoon.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 33.
That just was a fantastic pitch coming out of the circle from Galehouse. Absolutely freezes Thyssen. No chance with it. And Caden, when you see pitches thrown like that, man, very impressive early.
It's Maddie Carr in the box now. Takes one down at the knees for strike one.
And this fastball that Galehouse has, Caden, she is pumping it in there right now.
Maddie Carr's 357 average, good enough for second on the team right behind Parentoni as the 0-1. Oh my goodness, really pulled the string on the breaking ball there. It fell right down to the knees. 0-2 to Maddie Carr now.
And Caden, when you have a fastball that is as fast as Galehouse can throw it, it's so easy to fool these hitters when you drop the breaking ball like that.
There's that fastball again, really zipping in there. That one just outside.
It's not a bad pitch from Galehouse at all, who's working very, very quickly right now against Maddie Carr.
She's wasting no time. I mean, she's taking 7 seconds in pitching. The 1-2, hit up the middle, fielded by second baseman. Not in time for the double play, but a very nice job by Reynolds over at second base to flip it and get the lead runner out at second. That takes Parentoni's speed off the bases as well.
You got to give credit to Maddie Carr right there, hustling down the first baseline, keeping this inning alive for the Rollins College Tars. She is the catcher, so normally when you think catcher running, you're not thinking of that. But Maddie Carr, she got down the line in a hurry.
Jaden Walker, first pitch swinging, first pitch hitting. Single over to left field. There's 2 on now, 2 outs for Cambry Todd. Will be stepping in now. Jaden Walker didn't give us enough time to highlight her there. First pitch swinging. Jaden Walker, 304 hitter, extends that. Now Cambry Todd in the box, hitting .314. She started 13 games this season. Kind of been on and off with Maddie Carr at first base. She gets the start today in the first half of the doubleheader. Takes ball 1 low.
Okay, and I want to go back to Jaden Walker for a second. I absolutely love that approach that she just showed. She was not scared of Galehouse stepping into the box. She went in confident and aggressive, swung on the first pitch, and it worked out. I think the Tars need a bit more of that aggressive strategy into the hitting.
That one's hit out to center field. Keister is under it and makes the catch to retire the side. So Tars strand 2 as well. Both teams leaving 2 runners on base. Both teams to their 5-hole hitter. It's 6-7-8 due up for Tampa. Kenna Kreidler, Kate DeSimone, and McKenna DeMartino due up for the Spartans.
We are back here live on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network, where the Rollins College Tars are hosting the University of Tampa Spartans, the #2 team in Division II. Caden, it was a scoreless first inning for both teams. What'd you see out of Reese Twiggs in the circle that you liked?
Well, they jumped on her early, and then she stayed calm, stayed composed, and got out of the inning through some trouble. Gale House had a awesome at-bat that really made Reese Twiggs work. She ended up getting walked, and then she was able to fight out of it and get the next 2 hitters out.
First pitch from Twiggs just misses on the inside corner. That one in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Keena Kreidler up to bat out of Newport Richey, Florida, the sophomore. Went to J.W. Mitchell High School before coming in over to Tampa. The 1-1. Beautiful right down the middle. Fantastic frame job as well from Maddie Carr right there. Twiggs ahead now. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Kreidler, a .271 hitter. .462 on base percentage, though.
Misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beautiful day here in Winter Park, Florida. 72 degrees and sunny.
Little breeze as well.
That one is crushed down the left field line, but way foul. Heading over by that.
My goodness, that one's going to the library.
Looks like could go be in the Burger King parking lot as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Twiggs wants a new sign. She gets it. Right up the middle, can't get there is Layton. And that'll be a leadoff hitter. Kreidler single, her first hit of the afternoon. And Caden, the leadoff hitters for Reese Twiggs again, kind of been giving her troubles this season.
Yes, and again, just a nice piece of contact there from Kreidler. Got her arms extended, went out and got that ball, hit it right past Michaela Layton at short. But this has been somewhat common for Reese Twiggs, but she almost always finds ways to work out of these tricky situations.
Showing bunt, that one popped up and just foul. Thought Thyssen had a chance at catching that one for a second. Caden also looked like it was going to land fair as well on the original bounce. It does roll foul, benefit of the Tars as #7 for the University of Tampa Spartans are up. Kate DeSimone.
Kate DeSimone, a All-American third team, last year. Very good player, also pitches for this Tampa team.
Showing bunt again. Thyssen can catch that one. Can't make the throw over to first. Very smart play by Kreidler, hanging near the bag there. And Caden, we see a lot of bunt attempts in softball. That one not going how Tampa wanted it to.
Yes, DeSimone just could not get on top of it, got under it both times. And that one popped up. Brooke Thyssen doing a good job of running down the line and making the catch.
Caden, that is really, really impressive, too, that Reese Twiggs, again, same spot, able to get the result she wanted both times. Just true consistency in the circle from Twiggs there. She gets a big swing and a miss from McKenna DiMartino. The freshman at East Ridge High School.
The only freshman in the lineup today, for the first game of the doubleheader, James.
She takes strike 2, and Tampa cannot believe it. You see there head coach Leslie Cantor arguing with home plate umpire Taylor Conior. The 0-2 from Twiggs. Right on the outside corner, strike 3 called. No argument there, can do it, because that is right on the outside corner.
Reese Twiggs is dotting that outside corner, James. Second time now, and her second strikeout as well, that she's hit that outside corner in a 2-strike count.
Devin Hammond up, the senior out of St. John's, Florida.
She's hitting .500 and only 8 at-bats, so 4 hits.
Limited sample size for Hammond, but
impressive.
Caden, she's 4 for 8. You know, in those 8 at-bats, she's doing exactly what her job is. She's actually excelling at her job.
Exactly.
Runner on first, 2 outs. Top of the second inning, no balls, 1 strike. Just misses on that outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And so what I've noticed early about this strike zone is for right-handed hitters, that outside corner kind of opens up a little bit, but for lefties, kind of brings it in a little more for the strike zone. The 1-1. Tries to go inside right there. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, Hammonds has somewhat of that run up and swing approach that we see out of Brianna Parentoni. Maybe Reese Twiggs trying to back her off the plate there, make her a little uncomfortable. The count's now 2-1.
Doesn't get that call on the outside corner either. 3 balls, 1 strike, and Hammond showing a lot of patience at the dish.
And if you're Twiggs, this is an out you want. You do not want to flip it back up to the top of the order to Lauren Fantone with 2 runners on base.
Gets the inside corner right there, strike number 2. That runs the count full. And Caden, that's what I mean right there. Against the lefties, Twiggs hasn't been getting that outside corner call, but she gets the inside corner. The 3-2. Fouled away. We'll do it again.
I've seen a lot of great at-bats from both teams already, James. A couple full counts. These hitters are being patient. They're working the count full. They're waiting for their pitch to try and strike. If not, they're being patient and taking a walk.
Caden, this is the 9th pitch of the at-bat right here. And we will see a number 10.
Oh, you know, if an at-bat goes into the double digits, I consider that an elite at-bat. A great at-bat is running the count full. An elite at-bat is really making the pitcher work, as Hammonds is doing to Twiggs here.
3-2, Tars trying to get their lineup back up. That one's going to be put into play, just foul. I think that may have benefited the Tars there as well, Caden, as Hammond was down the line like that.
I was just about to say that. She got out of the box in a heartbeat. Smart job by Maddie Carr to kind of let that one play out, let it breathe, if you will, and it bounced foul.
We go to number 11 of this at-bat. Runner on first, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. On the outside corner, he gets the call. Hammond doesn't think so. Twiggs is out of the inning. And due up next inning for the Rollins College Tars, Bree Michelli, Jenna Borkey, and Michaela Layton.
How about that? 3 strikeouts for Reese Twiggs through first 6 batters, or for the first 6 outs, excuse me. She's been on it today so far.
And some more discussion over there by the Tampa dugout with our home plate umpire, Taylor Conior, and their head coach, Leslie Cantor. But that'll do it for this top of the second inning. Reese Twiggs continuing to show out and do her thing in the circle. Tars trying to get some run support for it. We'll be back here in the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network for the bottom of the second inning.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Wharton Smith, building communities where we live, learn, work, and play for more than 40 years. Our Rollins College projects include the Crummer School of Business, the Barker House, the Alfond Sports Center, and most recently, the K-Hall Sandspur Soccer Field. For more on our extensive experience, visit whartonsmith.com. Wharton Smith, helping build the pursuit of knowledge at Rollins College since 1995.
We're back here live on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network, bottom of the second inning between the Rollins College Tars and University of Tampa Spartans. We are scoreless heading into this bottom of the second inning as Bree Michelli steps up to the plate facing Maria Gallhouse, the All-American first team from last season. And Michelli Second pitch. Oh, eats up the shortstop, and she will be safe to Simon. Couldn't handle that one. Very hard hit ball by Brie Michelli right there. Kind of eats her up. And the Tars get a leadoff base runner.
I personally am scoring that as a hit, so one of our seniors we're highlighting today, it's her day. Brie Michelli's day, gets a single to lead off the bottom half of the second. That's all 4 leadoff hitters on base so far, James.
Brie Michelli, she has some speed as well, Caden, so it will be interesting to see how they scored. It is officially scored a hit for Brie Michelli, so give her hit number 29 on the season.
I agree with that. A hard hit ball, as you mentioned, and even if she does field that cleanly, there's a chance with her great speed that she beats it out.
Now up to bat is Jenna Borky. She takes strike one. That was a little bit extra on that one, looked like, from Gallhouse there.
Borky, a 333 hitter.
On the ground, foul. Gallhouse way ahead of Borky now. No balls, 2 strikes.
And Michelli did take off there, as you mentioned, 12 stolen bases this season. Top 5 on this Tars team.
Looks like the catcher for Tampa, Keena Kreidler there, took a bit of a shot. Home plate umpire giving her a minute to catch her breath. Jenna Borky steps back into the up to the plate. Brie Michelli on first. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Gallhouse. Oh, absolutely fooled her, Caden.
Oh my goodness, that was dirty.
She thought about swinging, then didn't want to swing, then had to swing.
That was one of the nastiest pitches I've seen at this D2 level, James. My goodness.
Caden, that's one of the nastiest strikeouts I've seen, period. Oh, man, that was, wow.
My golly.
Kayla Layton trying to show bunt there. That goes foul.
Brie Michelli getting a nice workout in, running back and forth. Tried to steal in the last at bat now. Bunt goes foul as she takes off.
Brie Michelli, 12 stolen bases on the season. Layton shows bunt again. Oh, that hit her.
Hit the catcher again.
That is 3 straight pitches, Caden, that Kreidler has taken from behind the dish right there. I'm sure she might have some words from Maria Gallhouse when they head back into the dugout.
Gallhouse literally just ran down and gave her a hug. Gave her a couple taps on the back like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do this.
Still ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. That one misses outside. Caden, that one kind of looked like a sweeper there, the way it kind of broke across the plate right there into the other's batter's box.
Dirty pitch, just covers so much ground. And
that one's going to be hit out towards right field. Hammond going back. She makes the catch. Michelli will hold up at first, and that is the first out of the inning.
I really like that contact from Michaela Layton. It was the breaking ball. You visibly saw her sit back and wait on it, tried to take it opposite field, just did not get enough on it for second out of the bottom half of the second.
Well, in steps in Grace Germer, another one of the seniors for the Rollins College Tars. She shows bunt. Michelli will go. She'll take second easily without a play.
Germer had to show off some acrobatics there, getting out of the way of that one. Little hop and a jump.
Grace Germer has been so important for this Rollins College Tars team, and looks like some conversation happening over there.
Leslie Cantor thought that Germer did not pull back the bunt in time. That was her argument there.
Beautiful pitch right at the knees right there from Gallhouse. Caden, when she has the amount of gas that she puts on that one, it's at the knees. That almost becomes unhittable for Gallhouse. Oh, that's good contact. Is that going to get down? It is! The Tars will take the lead. Grace Germer on senior day, giving Rollins the first run of the game.
How about that? Just finding space, diving attempt from Fantone in left field. Brie Michelli running from second with 2 outs. How about that for an RBI double for Grace Germer and James? Grace Germer at 99 stolen bases, tied for the most in program history. One more takes the cake. If she tries to take off for third here and gets there, she could be the all-time steals leader in Rollins College Tars history.
8 RBIs on the season for Germer as well. Big jump there as well. That's what everyone's kind of paying attention to, Caden. You mentioned it. 99 career stolen bases, going for number 100, something that nobody has ever done in their career of Rollins College softball. Show bunt, she's gonna go, and there it is. Grace Germer, stolen base number 100, a new school record.
Right on cue, saw the pitch low, took off instantly. Swipes third, that's 100, James. Triple digits.
That one on the ground. The second throw is in time. They get Parentoni at first, but because of the Grace Germer RBI double, and again, great diving effort from Lauren Fantone out in left field. She gave it her all, unfortunately, to no avail, though, for the Spartans, as the Rollins College Tars take a 1-0 lead over the number 2 team in the country. Do not go anywhere, folks. This is going to be a great softball game all the way through as we head to the top of the third inning.
I want this one something strong. If you ain't got money, then get on. I wanna wild out all night long. You wanna ride out, then get on. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
If you want to be on camera, you want to be behind the camera, you want to do radio, podcast, whatever it is, this is a program in full.
Welcome back into the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I'm Caden Schmidt, James Irvin with me. Real quick, just want to apologize. That one's hit out well to right field. I guess I'll get to that in a second. Nice piece of contact from Fantone, but Parentoni swoops it up. But that last stolen base was actually ruled a wild pitch from Grace Germer, so she is still at 99, still tied with the school record.
And, Caden, I got to say, I don't necessarily know if I agree with how that was scored. I get that the ball got past the catcher Kreidler, but Germer was halfway to third before the ball got to home plate.
In first right now for the stolen base record, Jody Horton, 99 stolen base, or not first, tied for first, excuse me. 99 stolen bases from 1996 to 1999. So a record that's been held for over 25 seasons on the line as the 1-0 to Keister upstairs.
Wonder how many of those in Germer's career where they maybe could have been scored stolen bases, instead they give wild pitches. Maybe she's looking at 110.
You know, and she, as you mentioned, she was taken off. Just a pitch happened to be in the dirt, so they ruled it a wild pitch as 2-0 to Keister. Fouled back into the net.
Have to disagree with the scorer on that one, but
No, that's okay.
she'll get it. She'll get it.
Senior day, we're going to manifest that on her senior day, as Keister had a sack bunt last time up, so still 0 for 0. As the 2-1 from Twiggs. Down low for ball 3. Nice patience from number 3, Lily Keister. 378 hitter, one of the best on this team. Matter of fact, the best as far as the 2 at-bat per game minimum requirement goes. Keister 378, the 3-1. In there at the knees for strike 2.
Absolutely perfect pitch right there from Reese Twiggs. Caden, she's been hanging out around the zone all afternoon. She's been really good at painting these corners. When she misses, she's not missing by much.
To nearly 50 pitches this afternoon. The 3-2 fouled back.
Caden, that's what this Tampa lineup does to opposing pitchers. They wear them out with the number of at-bats, the number of foul balls they take. It'll be interesting to see with the doubleheader. Obviously, Reese Twiggs is doing pretty good on her pitch count, but it is the third inning. Will be interesting to see if these long at-bats continue over the story of the game, how Reese Twiggs and Christine Rosa Lefevers handles that.
The 3-2 hit straight to Michaela Layton. A little game of catch over to the shortstop Layton. 2 down in the top half of the third.
And Caden, how many times this season have we seen Michaela Layton make gold glove-like plays out at shortstop? The defense for the Rollins College Tars this season has been spectacular. Michaela Layton, a huge reason why.
Line drive off the bat showed her reaction time, getting the glove up, making the catch. As the All-American steps in, Mariah Galehouse fouls one back to the parking lot. We got a very full stands today, James. Senior night. Martin Luther King Jr. Park, Rollins College Softball Stadium.
Well,
fans come out to show support.
Hayden, Tampa fans travel well as well, especially when you have the number 2 team in the country.
It's the 0-1. That one's popped sky high. Twiggs calls it. The pitcher making the catch. She sends down the Spartans in order. 1, 2, 3. As we head to the bottom half of the third, that is the most consistent pitching we've seen so far yet today from either pitcher, James.
Caden, Reese Twiggs really need an inning like that with the first 2 innings that she pitched, and they were long innings. A lot of at-bats, too, long at-bats, too, including 11, 12 pitches one time. So
yes,
to get a quick inning like that, that just kind of puts more confidence in her. It gets the Tars batting quicker. And again, Maria Galehouse, Caden, she's not necessarily used to pitching when losing, or she's not necessarily being used to being put in these uncomfortable situations this season with a 0.5 ERA, Caden.
And when your ERA is that low, giving up 1 run will bump that up. So that 1 run there, it was an earned run for Galehouse. Only her 7th earned run of the season, James. 7th earned run of the season. Came in pitching 80 1/3. One of the best, if not the best, in the state of Florida.
Caden,
the pitching circle.
The leader for earned runs this season for the Tars is Camille Leon Blanco, and she has 9 given up.
And 41 2/3. We will more than likely see her at some point this afternoon as well. Great pitchers all around on both staffs. You mentioned it already, James. If not the 2 best in the country, or not the country, excuse me, the conference, they are certainly at the top. As Brooke Thyssen digs in.
Okay, and I would argue that both of these teams' pitching staffs can match up with any team in the country.
I believe that as well. I firmly believe that as well. Go to team ERA for both. Tampa 0.97, Rollins 2.02, which looks bad compared to Tampa's 0.97. That one's hit over to third, firing over to first is Alexa Russo for the first out of the bottom half of the third.
Well, that's what Galehouse has done so well this afternoon as well, Caden. A lot of these Rollins College Tars players are getting on top of these pitches. We saw it in the first inning with Bree Parentoni. She kind of spiked it over the third baseman's head right there to get on base. So that's what she's due. She's a ground ball pitcher, and we're seeing a lot of that here.
Maddie Carr in the box now. Safe on a fielder's choice. Her last time up. So 0 for 1. Eastern Florida State College transfer hits one over to third. Oh, what a scoop by Russo. What a great play over at the hot corner. Alexa Russo getting busy here in the bottom half of the third inning.
I mean, just a fantastic play right there. You look at it on the replay. This is not easy at all. Snow cones at midair, and then on the run, continuing her momentum and using that to get the out at first base. Fantastic play right there.
That's one of those throws that get quarterbacks drafted way higher than they should when they make that throw at their pro day. Russo doing it casually from the diamond as the 0-1 to Carr is hit well out to right center field. That's in the gap. It's down. Maddie Carr around first. Tampa getting it in quickly. They gun her at second base. Hammond's out in right field, firing to second base. Catches Maddie Carr trying to be greedy. And that Tampa gets out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 as well.
Maddie Carr very adamant right now that she is safe at second. Christine Rose or Lefevers saying the argument. They say no. Maddie Carr not too happy. We'll take another look there. Very close play. Hit really well by Maddie Carr too, and slow it.
Oh man, that is close.
Looks like the umpire made the right call there to me, Caden. Looks like they just got her at the top of the leg before her foot got in there, but that is really about as close as you can get. Credit to Dan Batts right there for making that call. He was right on it. Man, it doesn't get any closer than that, Caden. Those type of plays as umpires you love seeing. You want those bang-bang calls right there. And
props to Dan Batts to get that call on the fly quickly. It's, as you mentioned, not a tough play. You have that umpiring experience. Tell me a little bit. I want to hear about that, James. What is it like making a tough call like that?
Well, it's weird. She had a runner on first base, so you're starting in your B position, and you see that ball hit, and when it is a close play at second like that, starting in the B position makes it a lot easier. You don't have to run in from behind first base, cut off the runner and try and get in position. So he was already there. He got his setup play, and what you're listening for, Caden, is you're listening for the foot hitting the bag, and you're watching for the tag. He saw the tag first before he heard the foot on the bag, and that's the play you got to make. But they always teach you go with your gut instinct too as an umpire. The first play, and when you have a bang bang play like that, you got to call it, and you got to mean it when you call it. You can't be like, ow. No, you got to be, ow.
I think out. Don't want to do that.
You got to leave no confusion on the field, which Dan Batts did right there. Twiggs back in the circle, back to work, and Caden Reese Twiggs very, very efficient in her last time out.
Yes, and Russo, after making some nice plays in the field, gets to lead off this inning for the Spartans.
Oh, 2. Just on the outside right there. One ball, 2 strikes. That is absolutely crushed out to center field. Going back on it is the center fielder. It's gone. No doubt about that one, Caden.
My goodness, James, that one was rocketed to center field. Russo's 3rd home run of the season, and Tampa has 3 runs this series, James, 3 solo shots.
He speaks to the Tars pitching, and it's just been one pitch that wish they could have back. We saw it with McMullen last night, 2 misses in the zone, leaving them up for 2 homers, giving Tampa the win right there. This time it's Alexa Russo coming through.
That one was crushed, James. There was no doubt about that one. She got every bit of it.
3rd home run of the year for Russo. But for Reese Twiggs, Caden, this is a great spot right now to how can you bounce back, okay? You still have the lead. It is a 1-1 ball game. There's a lot of softball left to be played. The Tars need Twiggs right now to forget about that. Goldfish memory right here. Lock back in. Get these next 3 outs. Just high. 3 balls, no strikes.
I agree, but it might be getting to Twiggs. 3 straight balls. Usually has great command, able to punch that zone that we've seen through the first 3 innings, and right now struggling here in the top half of the 4th.
Borky out in center gave great chase for it. Just unfortunately couldn't jump high enough to reach that one. I don't think a lot of people could jump high enough to rob that home run for Russo, as Abby Salt works the lead, works a walk.
4-pitch walk too, and back to your point, not many people could go up and get. I don't even think Mike Trout was going to get that one with the way he climbed the walls a couple years ago. I guess doesn't do it as much anymore.
May have needed a Michael Harris out there. I like this mound visit right here. Circle visit right here from head coach Christine Rosa Lefevre's right there. Go out, talk to your young pitcher. Go out, talk to the team. Calm them down. Let them know, hey, this is still a 1-1 game. We're still in it just as much as Tampa is. We can still control how this game ends and this series goes for us. So I like this circle visit from Christine Rosa Lefevre's.
And that's I guess the advantage of jumping out to an early lead. If you do give up a run, you know, the game could still be tied. You're not down. So it's about how you bounce back. And right there it was a 4-pitch walk. But after this circle visit, we'll see what goes on for Reese Twiggs in the circle for this Rollins College Stars team.
Well, listen, when you're playing the number 2 team in the country, you know it's going to be a fight. You know you're going to have to work for everything. You know you're going to have to work 3 times harder just to even get on base when you're playing a team as good and as locked in as Tampa has been. Right now, the Tars seem to be handling the challenge perfectly, but when you face a little adversity, how do you bounce back? How do you respond? Great decision by Thyssen right there. Thought about going to second. Makes the right decision on over to first. Cambry Todd. Throw is in time. That is the first out of the inning with a runner on second base. Joey Cherwick is on second.
We've seen a couple sacrifice bunts already today. James is Tampa team's second in the conference when it comes to sacrifice hits.
Just downstairs from Reese Twiggs. 1 ball, no strikes. And Caden, in this inning, the Tampa batters have done a really nice job of getting ahead of Twiggs.
Yes, and it's the opposite of what we saw through the first 3 innings. She was jumping out early, getting pitchers counts.
That one ripped foul.
My goodness, that one jumped off the bat, but she was really jumping ahead of these hitters, getting in comfortable situations where she gets the chance to waste pitches if she wants to. And so far here in the top half of the 4th, has not been able to jump ahead of any of these Spartan hitters.
Crucial spot right here for Tampa. A chance to take the lead. It'd be their first lead of the afternoon. A runner on second. 1 out.
Ooh.
Just misses there. Close one right there. Not missing by much, but the ball's here for Reese Twiggs in this top half of the 4th inning. Starting to add up here a little bit.
Pitch count over 60.
That one's crushed, and it will be caught. Great play by Grace Germer out there in left field, Caden. She's been everywhere today.
Yes, just great read off the bat, jumping in, running in, making a nice catch, making it look routine on a line drive out to left field.
Caden, that one very easily could have been trouble, could have dropped right in front of her. She not letting that happen, runs right up to it. Good play by Germer out there in left, and a big, big second out for her pitcher. Tries to go high and inside, she misses. And stepping in, McKenna DiMartino. She's 0 for 1. Struck out looking her last time up.
Oh.
Cut on and miss. Beautiful breaking ball there from Reese Twiggs, and that's how you get ahead of a batter.
Just get them to swing out of their cleats. My goodness, I almost felt the wind from that one up here.
Runner on second, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. That one's going to be hit out to right. Parentoni under it. Makes the play, and that retires the side. So after the solo homer given up by Reese Twiggs, she does a fantastic job of bouncing back and getting those 3 outs. The game is tied at 1 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Due up for the Rollins College Tars, Cambry Todd, Bree Michelli, and Jenna Borky. Don't go anywhere.
We're going to prepare you for what this industry is, and you're going to hear it from people who've been in the field, in the newsroom, in the control room for the last 20 years.
The stuff that you guys are doing hands-on here, I can't express enough. It will benefit when you are on your own somewhere else.
I'm hearing from people that I worked with years ago who say, I get what you're doing. Where was this before? We're on the cutting edge of doing something no one's ever done before, and the student is the one who benefits.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. We are in the midst of a pitching duel. My name is James Irvin, joined alongside by Caden Schmid. We're representing the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. Caden, what have you seen out of our two starters here today?
Great work outside of a couple mistake pitches that Jaden Walker has taken advantage of for Galehouse. It's been great work from her. And then as far as Twiggs goes, through the first 3 innings, kind of got herself in some trouble, worked out of it, went 1, 2, 3 in the third, and then in the fourth gave up that leadoff bomb and really fought back after that.
Cambry Todd takes the second pitch of the at-bat back up the middle. She's on with her first hit of the afternoon.
Nice piece of contact. That's what they teach you. Take it right up the middle. That's how you start off the inning. Another leadoff hitter on board.
Looks like we will have a substitute runner here for Cambry Todd. It's Lucy McLogan.
McLogan only 6 stolen bases, but 24 games appeared. Almost all of them have come in these designated runner spots, so do not be surprised if she takes off. She has the speed to get there.
Okay, and she absolutely has the speed to get there. One of the fastest players on this Rollins College Tars team. That one high. Able to get it, the bunt back is Michelle. 1 ball, no strikes. Caden, another senior here on senior day. One of the most important players for the Rollins College Tars, Bree Michelle.
Singled her last time up, came around to score the only run of the game so far.
That one gonna be bounced, weird spot. Michelle with the speed, safe at first. She beats it out, and the first 2 hitters of the inning for the Tars have reached.
And how about that, actually? You just mentioned her single. That one went to shortstop, too. So 2 infield singles to the shortstop for Bree Michelle. Look at the speed here, getting down the line, beating it out just in time. That's 2 on for Jenna Borkey. Oh. Maybe not.
That one's confusing to me. Had her go down all the way to first base, called safe. Are we saying that was a foul ball?
Lucy McLogan's also no longer on first.
There's also no one on second.
No, I genuinely have no idea.
I'm very confused right here. I apologize to everyone at home. Lucy McLogan out at first base, runner left early.
Okay.
Is what they're calling.
They have to be on the base until pitch is thrown, so McLogan taking off just a little bit early. Take the second single off Michelle's stat sheet as well, and she's in a battle here 2-2 now.
So with the rule, what happens there is because McLogan did leave early, that play does not happen right there, as we have one of the senior day balloons now running onto the field in right, Devin Hammond. Giving it a little bit of a pop. They're showing her just gotta wait until the ball leaves the hands.
A step early.
Just 1 step early, and the balloon is popping. Michelle lines that one to first. Abby Solt is there. She makes the play. We got a couple wild sequences happening here on senior day for the Rollins College Tars.
Quite unfortunate for the Tars there. Went from having 2 on and no outs for Jenna Borkey to having no one on and 2 outs for Jenna Borkey.
Logan leaving just a step earlier, and with that happening, that means the pitch thrown never happened. So a couple of substitutions happening. We'll take this time to thank the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting for giving young broadcasters like myself and Caden the opportunity. And ball 1. Showing bunt now on the ground. In time, Borkey unable to beat the throw over from Galehouse, and that retires the side. So on a bit of a couple unlucky circumstances, an unlucky sequence right there for the Rollins College Tars. They had to set themselves up for prime opportunity. McLogan leaving a little early right there. Unfortunately for the Tars, that wipes out the leadoff runners with nobody out and turns into a pretty quick inning for Maria Galehouse, Caden.
Yes, I mean, it looked troubling. It looked like there's going to be 2 on, no outs, and then just like that, McLogan leaves early. Michele lines out to first. Borky's bunt is fielded by Galehouse herself, and it's a different way to send them down in order, but nonetheless, it's technically still a 1-2-3.
That's just softball, everyone. That's one of those things. That's why we now score things on a computer now instead of the book, because that would have been a bit confusing on there. Nonetheless, though, it's tied at 1. Again, thank you to the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting for giving us this opportunity to come out and call these games. They are an absolute blast when we get a chance to come out here and call them for young broadcasters. And thank you to Rollins College Athletics as well for me and Caden's time here. They've been so hospitable, so welcoming in and allowing us to call these games. So once again, thank you to the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting and the Rollins College Stars Athletics.
As we head into the top of the 5th, James, this is our last softball game that we will be calling for the Rollins College Stars. So just furthering into that point, very blessed for these opportunities. Very glad we get to share these experiences with the viewers at home on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. As Devin Hammonds, the 9-hole hitter, struck out looking her last time up, in the box now. Takes ball 1.
And Caden, if Tars are unable to get any more runs across right there, you got to look at that last inning right there. That may have been their chance.
That could be the, I guess, inning, not even just play, but inning to look back on if the Tars are not able to win this game. That could be crucial, as you just mentioned, James. There's a huge gap in right center field right now for Hammonds. The 2-0. Low, ball 3. So Twiggs struggling with command here again against the leadoff hitter, down 3-0 to Hammonds. And
well, Caden, leadoff hitters this season are batting .329 against her.
It's a pretty big number, and that's just the batting average. That doesn't even account for on-base percentage and walks, as she finally finds the strike zone there. 3-1 the count.
Well, and Caden, this is just another play right here where the Tars are going to have to overcome this, put this play behind them, and just focus on the future. It's still a tie game. Might as well be 0-0 up to this point. So they're still in this game.
That one's upstairs. So Devin Hammonds, patient at bat, takes a walk. It's Tampa's third walk, of the game. It's Lauren Fantone, one leadoff hitter for the Spartans team, singled back in the first, flew out to right field her second time up, 1 of 2 today.
Caden, that's just where Twiggs really loves trying to work the outside zone right there.
Fantone tries to lay down a bunt, but misses it, so it's 0-1.
And when you're getting, Caden, when you're getting the calls against righties on that outside corner and then you're not getting them against lefties, that can be frustrating for a pitcher inside the circle. That's why they teach you to keep the zone consistent as much as you can.
This is the 0-1. There's that outside corner right on cue, James. That one's low, though, for ball 1. And it's something that isn't talked about enough. Umpires all have different strike zones. Some squeeze a little bit, some expand a little bit. Today it's been somewhat consistent. That one double tapped the bat, so it will be a foul ball.
And Cade, normally when you talk with a lot of coaches, they don't necessarily care what your zone is as long as it's staying consistent between both teams. And just having just a small inconsistency between not both teams, but between left-handed and right-handed hitters can throw off the sequencing of a pitcher and how you want to set up these batters. And so that can be frustrating for Reese Twiggs. Would love to see some of these outside calls against lefties start getting called.
It's the 1-2 is hit out to left center field. Germer running in and making the catch for the first out of the top half of the 5th inning. And to further on your point, consistency is key, James. That's the one thing, some of them are going to squeeze. Some strike zones are going to be smaller, some are going to be bigger. But if they're consistent, that's all that matters. Give us the same chance that the other team has, is how most coaches and managers are looking at those situations.
And as they should.
Oh, throw down to second, gets away from Michaela Layton. Devin Hammond swipes second base, showing off her wheels. It's her second stolen base of the season.
Tars are lucky right there. Hammond wasn't necessarily paying attention to where the softball was. She easily could have had third right there. You see Cantor, the head coach for Tampa, really wanting her to get to third.
Cantor over at third base, waving the arms. Hammonds didn't get the read in time. As the 1-0 to Keister. In there for strike one on the outside corner. So that's that spot that we just saw called a ball. Again, we don't have the best vantage point from up here as our umpire Taylor Cornoyer behind the plate. But very similar pitch to the one we just saw called a ball. As the 1-1. Hit well out down the left field line. It's fair. Germer has it. Coming home. There's going to be a play at the plate. Hammonds in time is the throw from Grace Germer. How about that?
Caden, is it senior day or is it Grace Germer day? An absolute dot on one bounce at the plate. Maddie Carr putting on the tag. Fantastic job from Grace Germer, who Caden is making all the plays out there for the Rollins College Tars.
James, the last time we were here, Grace Germer made an improbable play in left field, jumping up and making something crazy happen, and now showing off the arm as well, gunning. Devin Hammonds at home. Galehouse in the box, shows bunt for a second, fakes. Looks like a foul tip there.
Oh, I didn't see the strike call necessarily come out there.
So, yes, a foul tip. Galehouse steps out, steps back in.
And she definitely went, no question about it.
2 outs. Keister on second. Twigs to Galehouse. Pitcher battle. Appeal to umpire out in the field, says she doesn't go. So 1-1 to Galehouse.
Yeah, Caden, that one, I
could tell you thought that she went there.
A little questionable on that one. Definitely looked like that. Most of her bat cleared 3/4 of the plate, which qualifies a swing.
Galehouse connects Germer, a long run. It's going to fall in foul territory in between Germer, Layton, and Thyssen, the left side of the field triangle there. Is fouled nonetheless. 1-2 the count now to Galehouse. So far, the Spartans 1 of 5 with a runner in scoring position. 0 for 4 with 2 outs.
Caden, whenever we call games, Grace Germer really seems to make a fantastic play out and left.
No kidding. The 1-2 fouled back.
I mean,
see why she was an All-American, or not All-American, All-Conference, excuse me, at shortstop last season, now doing it in the outfield as well.
Caden, like we said, the one catch she made the last game we were able to call together, that may have been the greatest catch I've ever seen in person. I don't know how she caught it.
Dude, it was crazy.
Now it was just a fantastic throw right there.
She got it in quickly, too. The 1-2 to Galehouse, popped up. Brooke Thyssen camping under it in foul territory, makes the catch. Tars get out of it thanks to Grace Germer out in left field, making a nice throw right down the third base line, gunning Devin Hammonds at home. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. Due up for the Tars, 8-9-1. Michaela Layton, Grace Germer, Brianna Parentoni when we come back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We're back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. A 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. I'm Caden Schmidt. James Irvin with me. This is the first pitch to Kaylee Zaradnik, pinch hitting for Michaela Layton is a strike. That one's upstairs to Zaradnik. Zaradnik, a 300 hitter, started 25 games this season. This will be her 32nd game played this year.
Yeah,
shows bunt for a second.
Zaradnik, Caden, the junior out of Almonte Springs, Florida, went to Lake Brantley High School, and she's been with Rollins since the 2023 season. Last year, she was named the SSC Commissioner's Honor Roll, so a very, very smart player.
The 1-2 is fouled down the third base line, and Altamont Springs, just a short drive, a little bit up north. So fairly local, Zaradnik. It's the junior. She's down 1-2 to the All-American, Mariah Galehouse. There's the pitch. Fouled off.
I'm very impressed that Zaradnik was able to catch up to that pitch right there. Kane able to get a piece of it right there, foul it back. She's able to square that one up, and pitches coming in at that speed. She could easily send one for a ride.
Straight off the bench, catching up to the heat from Galehouse. The 1-2 upstairs evens up the count 2 apiece.
Still cannot get over that throw from Grace Germer out in left field, Caden. The reason we are tied right now.
As the 2-2 finds the outside corner, Mariah Galehouse picks up strikeout number 3 of the afternoon, her 40th of the season.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 21, Grace Germer.
In steps Grace Germer, been highlighting her, made the awesome play out in left field, had the RBI double to give the Tars a 1-0 lead at the time back in the 2nd inning, now tied up at 1 apiece. She takes strike 1.
Should have a stolen base probably on this game as well, Caden.
I agree, as that one's upstairs, evens up the count. 12 stolen bases this season, puts her at 99. That is the 1-1. Galehouse zipping him in there. 2-1 the count.
One away from catching Jody Horton for the all-time stolen base leader ever for the Rollins College Tars.
My goodness, really just pulled the string. I mean, what are you supposed to do when Galehouse is throwing that hard and can slow it down like that? 2-2, the count to Germer.
It almost looks like that pitch glitches midair.
It's a nice fight there to get a bat on the fastball. Like, no kidding, it really does look like it's glitching to home plate. I mean, it almost looks like a knuckleball. It is so slow compared to the fastball.
And then just the way it drops, the backspin on that softball as well.
There it is. Germer waits back, but hits it right over to Abby Solt at first base. As we head to the top of the order, Brianna Parentoni stepping in, left-handed hitter.
Caden, that's exactly how you want to hit that pitch right there. Grace Germer doing everything right there. That's just softball sometimes.
Parentoni first pitch swinging, fouls one back to the road. Parentoni hitting .426. Hit right back to the pitcher, Galehouse. Quick play, nice play nonetheless. Tars get sent down in order. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning, or excuse me, the top half of the 6th inning. Due up for the Spartans. Alexa Russo had the home run earlier. Abby Salt and Kenna Kreidler. When we come back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network, do not go anywhere.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. My name is James Irvin, joined alongside by Caden Schmidt. And Caden, Reese Twiggs back in the mound, or back in the circle, excuse me, and facing another leadoff hitter that has given her problems this season. How can she get this first batter out?
She's up to 87 pitches, so she just has to stay on her game. She cannot get tired. Russo beat her last time with that absolute bomb to left center field. You just got to stay calm, stay pitching your game. If Reese Twiggs does that, she's still in business, in command of this game. It's a 1-1 game. She's only given up 1 run, James, on 4 hits. So she's been very efficient. Just got to keep it going now.
Unfortunately for Twiggs, one of those hits was the long ball hit by Russo. You can see trying to stay down and away from her there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caden just last time up, just got a pitch that hung a little too long there, and she didn't miss it.
At all.
The 1-1. That one ripped up the middle. Twiggs can't get the glove on it, so Russo's 2 for 3.
She did get the glove on it, just hit so hardly that she wasn't able to get the glove quick enough to it to squeeze it. That one jumped off the bat right back to Twiggs. Luckily that honestly didn't catch her there on the body somewhere.
Yeah, you see the replay right there, backing it up.
Oh,
those are scary.
Yes, it is. That was. I played baseball back in the day. That's why I did not want to be a pitcher. I was too scared of that, man. My goodness.
Well, Reese Twiggs a lot braver than both of us, I would imagine.
You're probably right.
Probably combined, too. Nonetheless, runner on first. 1-1, that one low in the dirt to Abby Salt. She's 0 for 1 with a walk in the 4th. Is Daisy Water, number 14, pinch running at first base for Russo.
Salt grounded out to the shortstop her first time up. That could set up a double play here if she does it again.
Twiggs will definitely take one of those, and that one not just downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
Twiggs now over 90 pitches. No action in the Tars bullpen.
The 2-0. Downstairs, 3 straight balls now from Reese Twiggs. Up to 90 pitches in this game, Caden.
Yes, in the 6th inning, just a patient Spartans team making Twiggs work.
Down the middle, that catches the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike.
You need that there, and you got to come back here and get another strike as well. Do not want to give another free base runner with no outs.
Got to give credit to Reese Twiggs with how she's handled this lineup. Only 1 run given up through 5 complete innings. She's trying to get through this 6th and set up the Tars with a chance to take the lead in the bottom of the 6th for a chance to go win it in the top of the 7th. However, she's got to get through Abby Salt right now. She's already walked earlier in this game back in the 4th. She faces a 3-2 count. Down the line, fair ball by Tyson. In time at second. Not in time at first.
I think Abby Salt believes that ball went foul. Brooke Thyssen, though, right before it did with the diving stop, almost got the 5-4-3, the classic double play there. Great job nonetheless to flip it and fire to second in time. Check out the replay here, diving right in front of the line. Get it over to second, get the lead runner. That's a great play by Brooke Thyssen.
And Caden, that ball may have been over the third base line right there and very well could have been foul. However, Brooke Thyssen, being in fair territory, grabbed that softball up, brought it back into fair territory. That is a fair ball all day. Correct call right there from the umpires.
Got to it so quickly, too, that it just looked like it could have been in fair territory the whole time.
Also could have had the double play right there as well. That one misses downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Twigs. Bit of command issues here in these couple of batters. She's falling behind.
That getting a swing and a foul tip there is huge for Twigs. Do not want to fall behind 3-0 again. 2-1, a lot more manageable. Still have the ability to kind of try and dot the zone here. Ooh.
Just misses downstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Tried to dot the corner there right on cue, just a bit too low.
Twigs loves working on these inside and outside corners. The 3-1. Right down the middle, crushed but foul. Kreidler didn't miss that one, Caden.
That's a couple times now this game. This Tampa team has crushed, got the barrel to the ball just out in front of it, hitting it in foul territory.
It was the breaking ball right there from Reese Twigs. Didn't necessarily get as much break on it as she would have wanted, but because it was the off speed, it sped up Kreidler's swing. She got ahead of it. Now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first in a 1-1 game, the top of the 6th inning. That one's going to hit high. Popped up. Who's got it? It's Michelle. She makes the play. Out number 2 in the inning. That is a big out number 2 as well for Reese Twigs.
Good job by Michelle, because it almost looked like Layton never really found that ball in the air. So coming kind of over to almost shortstop territory and coming in and swooping that catch. Great play there by the senior, Brie Michelle.
Okay, and that was infield fly situation right there. I believe that infield fly was called. Runner on first with 1 out.
I think there need to be 2 on.
Yes, you're correct. Runners on first and second. So Tars, that could have, if that ball had fallen with Salt holding up at first, could have gotten the runner out at second with the miscommunication. Michelle, though, making the play. The 1-0. Fouled away, 1-1. Caden, you can tell now, maybe the fatigue for starting to set in a little bit for Reese Twigs. Is up over 100 pitches thrown, and kind of see with the command loosening a little bit. We're seeing more balls than we are strikes, which is not what we were seeing earlier in the game.
Well, it started 3-0 before her first strike, then 2-0. Now it was 1-0 before her first strike. And fights back with the second one, so kind of calmed down as this inning has progressed.
Very good pitch right there from Reese Twigs, finding the inside corner. Spartans down to their final strike in the top of the 6th inning. Katie DeSimon up. She's 0 for 2. The 1-2. That one on the ground. Layton fields it. Fires over to first. In time. That retires the side. Reese Twigs is through 6, only allowing 1 earned run to the number 2 team in the country. Have yourself a day, Reese Twigs.
Check out this replay. Layton getting it. Routine play, firing over to Cambry Todd at first. Very nice arm, getting it over there quickly to get the speedy DeSimone out.
And when we come back, it will be the bottom of the 6th inning. The Tars, a chance to win it. If they can get a run in this inning, it will be Maria Gallhouse back in the circle. Due up for the Rollins College Tars. It's the heart of the order. Brooke Thyssen, Maddie Carr, Jaden Walker. All when we come back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Ready to experience the thrill of the chase? Introducing Layton Sports Cards, your ultimate destination for sports card enthusiasts worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for the hobby. We rip everything from baseball, basketball, football, soccer, and so much more. You can find us live 7 days a week on YouTube and Twitch. So why wait? Visit our website now and start building your collection today. Your passion delivered at LaytonSportsCards.com.
Welcome back, everybody, into the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Brooke Thyssen up to bat. She faces Maria Galehouse.
Thyssen struck out looking her first time up. Galehouse completely froze her, and a ground out to third base makes Thyssen 0 for 2 today.
Inside corner, strike 1. Caden for Brooke Thyssen, she's batting .346 entering today. So for her to be 0 for 2 today, she's due for a hit.
Oh.
And right on cue, Brooke Thyssen making me look like I know what I'm talking about. I appreciate that. Tars, get the leadoff runner on.
Nice piece of contact, just an inside-out approach, taking it the other way, finding the gap in front of the right fielder Hammonds and right behind the second baseman Reynolds. Nice piece of swinging and from Brooke Thyssen there.
Yeah, and I knew you weren't going to get Brooke Thyssen 0 for 3 today. She's just not that kind of hitter.
Great player.
Now Maddie Carr up to the bat. She takes ball 1. She's 0 for 2 on the day. She reached in the first inning on a fielder's choice, then grounded out to third, back in the third. Beautiful pitch right there from Gale House. Caden, with that ball with such horizontal movement and the speed that it comes in at, very, very hard to hit. Carr now showing bunt and foul. Ooh, I like the idea right there from the Rollins College Tars. You got the leadoff runner on base, Caden. Try and get that runner over.
I agree as well, but I would want that at the start of the at-bat. I feel like one striker starting to run out of time. Now she can't lay down that bunt with 2 strikes. Well, she can, but it's very risky. If it goes foul, she's out.
That one ripped, but ooh, almost catching the camera and the cameraman down there.
It's a nice agility from the cameraman getting out of the way.
And it's Mike Waters over there. Met him at a UCF football game and have stayed in contact with him ever since, Caden. He's worked actually a lot with the Rollins College Stars basketball games, softball games, baseball games, lacrosse games especially. That one on the ground to third to Russo. In time for 1. Not in time for the second one. Big play right there from Alexa Russo to get the speedy Brooke Thyssen out at second. 1 out, 1 on.
Alexa Russo making every play over at third base. Second time this game, though, that Maddie Carr has been safe on a fielder's choice. Double play attempt. See, just beating it out on the replay.
Very close play at second base as well. As it's Jaden Walker stepping up to bat. Christine Rosa Lefevers making a substitution. It looks like we're going to 0-0 for the Rollins College Tars. Chloe Bauer stepping in. She's 4 for 4 on the season for stolen bases.
Has not started a game yet this season, but this will be her 17th game played.
Chloe Bauer, veteran player on this Rollins College Stars team, has experience.
Sophomore out of Portland, Oregon, about as far away from home as you can be down here in Winter Park, Florida.
Ooh. And Caden, that breaking ball a couple of times now has had these Tars hitters fooled. However, Bauer does take second base, so she moves to a perfect 5 for 5 on the season.
So see if they count that one as a wild pitch as well. That one was a steal.
As probably was Germer's.
I feel as if Germer has been robbed, James.
We'll have to make our way over to the scorer's table, have a discussion. It's 3-1, however. It's Jaden Walker now way ahead of Gale House, Caden. She hasn't walked anyone all afternoon.
Ooh.
And Till should have been right there. Called strike number 2. Okay.
Tars fans thought it was ball number 4.
Yeah. That was over the batter's box. Going to third. Germer out at third base is Bauer. Obstruction could be in play right there.
Check out this replay.
What you're watching for is where the third baseman gets the ball.
Yeah,
she's going for the tag.
Hope she's okay, though. Russo down, kind of looks like landed on the cleat of Chloe Bauer.
Just a rough collision right there. Russo going in for the tag. Looks like she may have fallen on Chloe Bauer. And Caden, I do not believe that is obstruction at third base. Russo had the ball and was going to make a softball play with the softball in her possession. That's just one of those softball plays where it looks a little weird, and obviously you're hoping everyone's all right, but I believe that is the right call, leaving Chloe Bauer out at third base. As again, Russo did have the softball in hand when going to make a play. It's the same thing with the catcher at home plate. They can't just block home plate, but if they have the baseball or softball and they are making a play, they have a right to make the out just as the fielder has the right, or the base runner has the right to the bag.
Right, and that's what caused the kind of the tricky play as she is going to make that play. Chloe Bauer tries to slide and kind of just gets right under Russo.
And it was a smart play right there for Maria Galehouse as well. She got the lead runner. Got the lead runner out at third. And
look one more time at the replay. So fielded by Galehouse. Russo gets it, kind of runs up. Looks like she does get a cleat there from Chloe Bauer. And as you meant, you don't think so? You didn't think that was obstruction?
No, as long as she had the softball before she went to block the third base, which is what she was doing. When you say blocking, it's all in the umpire's judgment at the end of the day. But to me, what it looked like there, she was just going to make a tag. You could see in her positioning, kind of her legs were a little widened. She gave Chloe Bauer a clear path at third base. That one, she looks like she kind of lost her balance right there. And glad she looks to be all right.
And just going back to that play, what an awesome play by Galehouse to scoop that up in the circle and have the awareness to turn around and fire over to third to get the lead runner. That could have saved a run if Galehouse doesn't make that scoop.
Absolutely, and to think about it right now, even if they do go to first and get the easy out, there's 2 outs in the inning, but the Tars have a runner on third.
Is 60 feet away, able to score on anything.
A little better than 120 feet away.
Right.
Breaking ball there misses low to Cambry Todd. She gets ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. That one going to be on the ground. Russo again. Oh, can't make that play. Cambry Todd hustling down the first base line.
You have to wonder if maybe that play has affected Russo because she's been sure-handed the entire game, and that one
just
takes a hop.
Awkward bounce right there. Runners on first and second now for Bree Michelle. She's batting .364 on the year, and what a moment this would be. That one's going to get down. Oh, and it eats her up. No one's there. Coming around home is Walker. Throw to the plate. Not in time! Not in time at third. Cambry Todd will take it. Runners at the corner. Tars lead it 2-1.
Here's the play at the plate on the replay. Right before the tag gets in there, gets that left foot in and heads up. Base running awareness from Cambry Todd to take third as well. How about the seniors today? Bree Michelle, RBI single, bringing home Jaden Walker. What an exciting play, and Tars regain the lead.
The Tars, down to their final out in the 6th inning, take the lead late. And it now brings up Jenna Borky. She's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Tars in prime scoring position right there. And Caden, it is just a couple of weird bounces right there, giving the Tars the break. That one's going to be put in play by Borky. Russo in time to first. She makes up for the one play. But nonetheless, Caden, that allowed the Tars to keep the inning alive and bring home the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 6th.
Now they head to the top half of the 7th with the lead, 3 outs away from upsetting the number 2 team in the country, Tampa Spartans.
Don't go anywhere, folks. With Tampa, they are not going to go down without a fight. It has been a heavyweight battle here at Martin Luther King Jr. Park right here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. And I would love to send a special thank you to the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting and Rollins College for giving us this opportunity to come out here and call this game. What looks like Reese Twiggs will go back out for the circle, trying to get the complete game of the season. Don't go anywhere.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we're back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I'm Caden Schmidt, James Irvin with me. The Tars able to get a run in the bottom half of the sixth to have the lead heading into the top half of the seventh, sending Reese Twiggs back into the circle to try and get the complete game in the winner for the Tars. She's up to 106 pitches. We have a substitution behind the plate as well. Marissa Edevane will now be catching for this final inning. It's 8-9-1 due up for Tampa. Kenna DiMartino in the box. First pitch of the seventh. In there, strike one.
It will be interesting to see how long of a leash Reese Twiggs has here in this top of the seventh inning. You mentioned over 100 pitches, and sort of the last few innings, she's sort of fallen behind more and more batters, but gets ahead right there with a beautiful strike.
We actually have a pinch hitter in. This is number 5, Olivia Feldman, the sophomore out of Lithia, Florida, hitting 100 this season in 10 at-bats. So 1 hit in 10 at-bats, coming in a big spot here in the 7th inning. The 1-1 from Twiggs. In there for strike 2.
Caden, Leslie Cantor cannot believe that over there in the third base box. He's had a couple arguments for balls and strikes here.
I was just going to say she has probably been the biggest hater of Taylor Cornoyer behind the plate today. The 1-2 outside, ball 2. She's definitely came out and complained a couple times now about some calls behind the plate. It's Feldman evens up the count 2-2. Borky at 110 pitches. Not Borky, excuse me, Reese Twiggs. The 2-2. Hit over to first. Cambry Todd makes the nice catch for the first out of the top half of the 7th. Twiggs 2 outs away from the complete game.
And Caden, really, besides one pitch that she missed with Alexa Russo, Reese Twiggs has been dominant all day. As we saw a bit of a replay there before the Tars. Bad, now we go here. You see this beautiful play by Todd, just right. Only needed to take one step.
Good reaction time, getting the glove up, making the catch. Devin Hammond's in the box now. That one's in there for strike 1.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Marissa Edevane, could have seen why that'd be called a ball right there. Didn't necessarily catch it, so the umpire didn't necessarily see exactly where that was right there. But if it is in the zone, it's in the zone, whether the catcher catches it or not.
Hammond's 0 of 1 today, a walk and a strikeout. Makes contact there, it's fouled out of play.
No movement in the pen for the Tars right now, Caden.
Oh, it's Reese Twiggs' game. They're probably trying to save the pen for the second half of the doubleheader, which will start out about roughly 35 to 45 minutes after this game ends. It's Twiggs right now, 0-2 to Hammonds. The pitch upstairs for ball 1.
I like that pitch from Reese Twiggs a lot right there, trying to change the eye level there of the batters. And with an 0-2 count, you have a pitcher to miss or two. Why not try and get one up there?
Just what I was about to say. Try and get the chase. So it's now 1-2. Twiggs fires down low for ball 2. Nice patience from Hammonds to work her way back into the count. 2-2 Twiggs.
You don't want to turn this thing to the top of the lineup with a runner on, Caden.
Especially with this Tampa team, the top of the order has done a bit of damage today. The 2-2. Outside again, so Devin Hammonds down 0-2, fights all the way back, runs the count full 3-2.
Caden, Twiggs has been trying to work low right there. That one just a little too low, coming in just under the knees right there. Get that a little bit higher, though. Probably get that call.
Went back-to-back there. The 3-2 from Twiggs, fouled off. Hammonds putting together a very nice at-bat, making Twiggs work this late in the game especially is exactly what Tampa needs to do with the sun beaming down nearly 80 degrees. 75 and sunny. Typical beautiful day as the 3-2 from Twiggs to Hammonds, the pitch. Just a hair outside. Jenna Borky in center field could not believe it, putting her hands on her head. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Spartans. A base runner, flipping the lineup back to the top of the order. Lauren Fantone stepping into the box.
Okay, and I got to be with Jenna Borky right there. That was a right-handed hitter. It was a left-handed hitter right there. The outside pitch normally is a strike right there. So I'm reading today against lefties, not a strike.
First pitch to Fantone, hit through the gap out into right field. Hammonds has to stop at second. Tampa has something brewing here. Still no action up in the Tars bullpen. It looks like this will be Twiggs' game to complete. As Roser Lefevers, we got a circle visit coming out to talk to Reese Twiggs.
Looks like this is probably it for Reese Twiggs, Caden. They're going to Rachel Matheson, 19 and a 2/3 inning pitched, a 1.07 ERA. Opponents are only batting 205 against her. I like the move from Christine Rosa Lefevers. Let Twiggs go in there, get one out. But after that, after Hammond got on base right there, maybe probably should have gone with Matheson a little early. We'll see if it was too late or not for the Rollins College Stars.
Well, Rachel Matheson has pitched in 6 games this season, 1-1 in decisions, has a 1.07 ERA and 19 and 2/3 innings pitched. One problem is walks with Rachel Matheson. If she can command the zone, Matheson, excuse me, if she can control the zone, that is the biggest question mark. 12 walks, 19 and 2/3 innings pitched. And she's coming in against Lily Keister.
I swear it's mine.
So Keister will step in. She is a sack bunt today. She has a line out and a single. 1 for 2 in the scorebook. She has 1 out. One against the lefty, Rachel Matheson. First pitch, down low.
Well, this is the moment you live for right here, coming out of the bullpen right here, Caden. A 1-run game, 2 runners on and 1 out. This is a beautiful, prime save opportunity right here.
Huge moment for a freshman against the #2 team in the country. That one's hit out to right field by Keister. It's going to find grass. Hammonds didn't get the best read on it. She's going to have to stop at third. And the Ducks are on the pond. Bases loaded for the All-American Maria Galehouse stepping into the box. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Well, Caden, one good thing for the Rollins College Stars here is with bases loaded, there is a double play opportunity at every base. You get a ball on the ground right here. You can see Marissa Edevane telling her team to pull them in. Play is obviously at the plate right here with 1 out. This is a huge moment right here.
The first pitch from Matheson finds the outside corner to Galehouse. 0-1.
Reese Twiggs pitched a phenomenal game here today. Caden, just a couple unlucky no strike calls in that last inning. Kind of got away from her. We'll see if Matheson can.
Galehouse hits it out to right field. Under it is Parentoni tagging his Hammonds. There's going to be a play at the plate throw. In time tag. Not in time. It's a tie game in the top half of the 7th. Tampa fights back. The All-American Galehouse picks up her team-leading 34th RBI of the season, bringing home Hammonds.
Just a wide slide right there. Gets the hand down before Edevane can get the tag. Fantastic play right there. Tars actually go to third right there to see if they stepped on the bag or not. I missed third base. Maybe left early.
It's a great slide from Hammonds. You mentioned that wide slide. Just Edevane has to turn and try and get the tag. Stepping in, the damage maker of today's game heading into the 7th inning, Alexa Russo struck out her first time up and then hit a bomb to left center field for, at that point, the only run for the Spartans. Also hit a single back in the 6th. She's 2 of 3 today. She has a chance with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 outs against the freshman Rachel Mathieson. That one outside, ball 1.
Caden, that is a great throw from Bree Parentoni right there. Just a little bit too much up the first baseline, bringing Edavane a little up closer towards the infield than she would have liked to be right there. If that throw is closer, more towards the third baseline, Edavane's in a much
That one's
better
hit
spot.
well out to center field. Borky at the track at the wall making the catch. Woo! A hard thumper there from Alexa Russo off the bat. Hit it very well out to center field. Borky camps under it. And Tars not able to hold on to the 1-run lead in the top half of the 7th. Tampa loads them up. Mariah Galehouse, the sac fly to right field for her team, leading 34th RBI of the season. We head to the bottom of the 7th, due up for the Tars. 8, 9, and 1. Leighton Germer, Parentoni, next on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
MCA Transportation, celebrating 20 years of excellence, is proud to support Rollins College Athletics. Contact us for all your motor coach transportation needs, both locally and long distance. We operate a late model fleet of deluxe European designed motor coaches with a capacity up to 56 passengers. All our motor coach operators are not only highly trained in the safe operation of the vehicle, but also highly trained in customer service to make your trip smooth. MCA Transportation for all your motor coach transportation needs.
We're back on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I'm Caden Schmidt, James Irvin alongside me. The All-American Mariah Galehouse did it in the top half of the 7th. The sac fly to tie the game. She's going to come out and try and keep it tied in the pitching circle. James, tale of 2 pitchers. She's only at 81 pitches heading into the 7th inning compared to Reese Twiggs, up over 110 coming back out to pitch the 7th.
Caden, it looks like there's a new pitcher in for the Tampa Spartans. It's number 13 for Tampa. That is Abby Salt, the graduate student out of St. Petersburg, Florida. We've seen her play first base a lot now. Looks like she's moving into the circle.
So Galehouse was warming up at first, and now it looks like, as you mentioned, they are going to Abby Salt.
Unless
it looks like they're trying to figure out their defensive alignments right now with substitutions.
So a couple of conversations now going on. The umpire's having a conversation with Leslie Cantor, a little bit longer of a substitution conversation. This seems like maybe an issue or two we're trying to sort out here. Nonetheless, Abby Salt is gearing up in the circle like she's ready to go. And so, Caden.
It's actually number 19, Gwen McGinnis. Our apologies there. We're a little bit all over the place right now. Gwen McGinnis, .74 ERA. She's making her 17th appearance. 13-1 in decisions. She has 10 complete games as well. Usually starting, she's going to come in and try and keep this game tied in the bottom of the 7th.
And, well, Caden, if this game does go into extra innings, you got to think of how many more arms are both teams willing to use, knowing you have a doubleheader right after this.
Yes, and looking at Tampa, they've only used 4 pitchers all season. They're using their best 2 as far as ERA goes here in this first half of the doubleheader. Coach is still going over the lineup sheets.
Makes me feel a little better that, you know, if we were a little confused, the umpires down there are confused trying to figure out what Tampa's trying to do. So make me feel a little better up here.
A lot of defensive substitutions as well from Tampa. Try and figure those out for you guys. Russo is still at third.
And Christina Rosa Lefevre's now. Her turn. She finally gets to have a conversation with our home plate umpire, Taylor Conior, you know.
Well, James, a tie game, 2-2. When all the momentum has just shifted to Tampa, if you're Rollins, how do you get this momentum back?
Well, Caden, there's no momentum to necessarily get back. They just put a run across in the bottom of the 6th inning themselves the last time they were up at bat. Now they're seeing a new pitcher. So I think 8-9-1, I mean, these are not normal 8-9-1s that the Rollins College Tars have.
It's going to start with Michaela Layton. The shortstop is 0 for 1 today. She flew out to right field her only time up. She was pinch hit for her last time up by Kaylee Zaradnik, but she will get the at-bat this time versus Gwen McGinnis. Catcher Kenna Kreider calling for something from the dugout.
Now we just some more confusion going on right here.
First pitch was a ball to Michaela Layton.
And kind of hard to figure out what Tampa is trying to do here, or argue. That was a ball, Caden. I would like to throw that out. That was a ball.
Not sure what they're talking about.
And Michaela Layton is not out of the lineup. She is in her correct spot in the lineup, and I guess just wanted to, and Keena Kreidler just wanted to have a conversation right there for something, make sure we're all good. 2 balls, no strikes.
Layton taking some practice swings, steps back into the box, head in the count 1-0.
2-0.
2-0, now 2-1 to Layton. My apologies, McGinnis. Working quick there, gave Layton really no time. As soon as she stepped in the box, she was readying and she was firing. The 2-0 from McGinnis to Layton. Hit over to shortstop, scooping it up and making the play. It's number 17, McKenna DiMartino, for the first out of the bottom half of the 7th.
Yeah, just Kayla Layton, you know, that's what these Tampa pitchers do a lot, Caden. There's no pitch clock in softball, and you don't really need it the way these Tampa pitchers have been working. They don't necessarily give Tars a lot of time to get set up in the batter's box before they start their delivery.
It's Grace Germer up to the plate now. Takes ball 1, so first 2 batters face for McGinnis. First pitch is a ball. That is the 1-0. Hit well out to center field. Under it and making the catch is Lily Keister. So 2 down quickly in the bottom half of the 7th for the Rollins College Stars. Lineup flip back to the top. Brianna Parentoni stepping in now.
Not bad contact there from Grace Germer, Caden. Just a little bit underneath that one. Wind now kind of blowing in towards right field. That one keeping it in a playable range.
Parentoni fouls off the first pitch. Oh, right to the stands.
Right to the tree.
There's the first pitch strike from McGinnis. It's the 0-1. Parentoni hits that one into a weird spot. Running back and making the catch is the shortstop, McKenna DiMartino. A quick inning of work for McGinnis out of the bullpen. Sends the Tars down in order. As we head to the top half of the 8th. Tied at 2. Extra innings on senior day in the first half of the doubleheader.
Extra softball, you know, free softball right here. What gets better than that?
So the doubleheader will be delayed. The second game of the doubleheader, I should say, will be delayed a little bit longer because the first game is going to run long. Due up for Tampa, Abby Salt, Kenna Kreider, and Kate DeSimone when we return on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
Everyone from the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in, though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields, where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins.
We will take a closer look at Rollins here. In fact, we'll take a closer look at their softball team as they are tied 2-2, Caden, against the number 2 team in the country.
University of Tampa.
Beautiful pitch for Matheson there, finding the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike evens the count.
You imagine that Matheson is going to be the pitcher to go with for this Rollins College Tars team. Do not want to extend the bullpen much more.
Especially with another game up after this. That one fouled off by Abby Salt, the other pitcher for Tampa. She comes in, relieving Maria Gallhouse. Matheson is ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Salt hit the home run yesterday. It was good enough to give the Spartans the win in a 2-1 battle.
And absolutely now Tars trying to keep the series alive for the series win.
Crucial series as well with tournament creeping up.
That one's going to be ripped right to Michaela Layton. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
A couple times this game now we've seen great reaction time out of Michaela Layton at the shortstop position. A couple line drives, just jump on the horse, go make the catch.
Now due is Keena Kreidler, the catcher for University of Tampa, excuse me. She's 1 for 2 officially on the afternoon. The sacrifice back in the 4th inning. Beautiful breaking ball, catches the outside there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Caden, that breaking ball that Matheson does throw, it's nasty.
So we've seen some nasty stuff from both sides of this game, that's for sure.
Downstairs, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Caden, when you get to extra innings like this in the top of the 8th inning, how important does every pitch become?
Oh my goodness, every pitch matters. You want to get those first pitch strikes. You want to jump ahead in the count. There's just not many pitches that you can waste.
That one's going to be hit high, given chase on Azedavane. No play, however. It's on top of our broadcast stand. Count remains even at 2 apiece. 1 out in the inning. Top of the 8th. The 2-2. Just misses on the outside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And
this is those scary situations with Matheson. The 12 walks this season. Got to be able to command the zone here.
Don't want to give Tampa a free pass. Down the line. That one wouldn't have been a free pass at all. That would have been very much paid for.
No kidding. Again, this Tampa team just hair out in front of a couple barrels now. Really making good contact just early.
Kreidler, the sophomore out of Newport Richey, Florida. One of the more fun cities to say in the state of Florida. That one's going to be hit and fair. Keeps that one in play. Kreidler will hold up at first. 1 out single for the University of Tampa.
Just a nice piece of hitting right over Brooke Thyssen at third base. Kenna Kreidler, 2 of 3 now today.
Brings Kate DeSimone. She's 0 for 3 on the afternoon. That one just on the outside. 1 ball, no strikes here. And again, you mentioned it with Matheson, the 12 walks and 19 innings pitched compared to only 4 strikeouts. That is not normally a recipe for success.
She is only a freshman.
That one's going to be on the ground. Chance for 2. Michele, 2 for 1. In time at first. It's a double play, and Matheson's out of the inning. Tars now with a chance to go win it in the bottom of the 8th. the heart of their order. Brooke Thyssen, Marissa Edevane, Jaden Walker, due up.
Check out the 4-6-3, quick flip, quick turn, fire over to first, getting her just in time. That's how you get out of the inning. That's how you leave the base runner still technically sending him down in order. And due up for the Tars is the 2-3-4. Tars going to want to win it here.
And you can see it. Grace Germer feeling it out in front of the dugout, doing the Cotton Eye Joe dance here on senior day. 2-2, bottom of the 8th. Don't go anywhere, right here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Brooke Thyssen up to bat, the third baseman for the Rollins College Tars. She's 1 for 3 on the day. Caden, what makes Thyssen so dangerous at the plate?
346 hitter. She has the power to get it into the gap. She is a double machine, 7 doubles this season, second on the team. She's one of those players that can spray it all over the field.
Big swing and a miss right there. 0-1, getting ahead now is Gwen McGinnis. And Caden, that first appearance we saw out of McGinnis in the last inning, what'd you like?
She just went straight to work. I mean, she was straight business, attacking these Tars hitters. And the fastball on this Tampa pitching staff is coming in a lot hotter than a lot of fastballs I've seen in some other softball games I've called as well.
And Caden Thyssen may have gotten lucky right there. That pitch definitely looked like it came in on the inside of the plate. Nonetheless, she puts this one in play. Could be trouble. No. Maria Galehouse out there in right field. Norm's used to calling her name in the circle. Now in outfield making a play.
The All-American did it in the circle, did it in the box. Now he's going to do it in the outfield as well, showing off the reaction time, making a nice catch.
Marissa Edevane steps up, her first plate appearance of the afternoon. She takes strike one. Edevane, 250 hitter with 2 home runs and 14 RBIs. Caden, 1 swing of the at-bat, though. She becomes a legend for Rollins College.
It was a defensive substitution for Maddie Carr back in the 7th inning. Now has to do it on the offensive end.
Ooh, wanted it there with that swing, just a bit behind it. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Edevane does have the power to end this game in 1 swing. 2 home runs this season. Ooh.
High, 2 balls, 1 strike. And Caden, for Tampa, that's got to play into their head factor as well. 1 swing from Rollins ends the game.
Edevane being patient here. Jumping way ahead in the count 3-1. How huge would a walk be in a situation like this?
Oh, outside corner there, strike 2. Caden, I see your face right there.
That was a dot. That was a dart right on the corner, and that's just paint.
3-2, fouled away. Just able to get a piece of it, keeping the at-bat alive is Edevane.
Gwen McGinnis working so fast in that circle, not giving Edevane, any hitter for that matter, any time to think about what's going on. She's just working insanely fast.
The 3-2. Nobody on, 1 out. Cut on and miss. Huge strikeout for McGinnis. 2 outs in the inning.
McGinnis is the strikeout pitcher, 87, 30 more than the second most on this Tampa team. She is the one that's going to come in and get you swinging and missing.
1 steps in Jaden Walker. She has the most hits on the day for the Rollins College Tars with 2. A single in the first, a single in the third for reaching in the 6th on a fielder's choice. Came all the way around to score.
It's 2 for 3 in the stat sheet, but she's been on base 3 times.
Ooh. That.
Took a weird ricochet off of Kenna Kreidler's glove there.
Strike 2, they're saying. No balls, 2 strikes. It's an interesting call there. Walker will have to protect. And it'll be popped up. Easy play for Abby Salt over there at first base. So, 3 up, 3 down for the Rollins College Tars. Caden, we got a 9th inning.
And no one used to calling 9th innings. Not here, though. This is my first extra inning softball game I've called. I cannot complain. It's been a battle, 2-2. Usually, you know, sometimes these lower scoring games aren't as exciting. This one has been every bit of exciting.
And Caden, how important is it for the Rollins College Tars to show that they can hang with the #2 team in the country?
Oh, it's huge for, one, their confidence, and 2, for Sunshine State Conference, you know, rankings. They got to show that they can hang with these top dogs in the conference. Currently 4th in the conference are the Tars, with a conference record of 14-8, right behind Nova Southeastern at 13-7, and then St. Leo 17-6. They're in the 2nd spot. So being able to compete with a team that has lost 3 games this season, you lose by 1 run yesterday, you're fighting in this game. It's huge momentum for the Tars, but you just got to find a way to use that momentum, build off of it, and try and win this game. There's Rachel Mathieson back in the circle for the Tars, due up for Tampa this inning, 8-9-1. It's like McKenna DiMartino in the box. She fouls one back. She struck out looking her first time up, and a fly out to right field her second time up. Top of the 9th inning, 2-2 ball game. The 0-1 outside, tried a backdoor breaking ball, couldn't find the zone. DiMartino, a freshman in the box. Mathieson, a freshman in the circle. The 1-1 upstairs.
Caden, that just kind of shows you how impressive these 2 young players have shown, the stuff they've shown early, to be starting and in this position for 2 of the best teams in the Sunshine State Conference as freshmen really just speaks to how impressive their future careers will be.
Stars have a lot of freshmen that have made their presence felt this season. The 2-1 fouled back. 2-2 the count to DiMartino.
Caden, this is the first extra innings game the Tars have been in all season. We're used to shutting people out and only playing 5 or 6 innings. Now, we'll test the endurance of the Rollins College Tars.
And in a doubleheader for that, too. Ladies will be playing a few more innings than normal today, as we're now in the 9th. Got another 7 coming up after this one. There's no guarantees this one even ends in the 9th inning. As the 2-2 from Mathieson. Downstairs, count full to DiMartino.
And this is, again, where Mathieson, again, has just kind of shown the early struggle. Again, just such a young player, but the walks, a 12 walk compared to only 4 strikeouts on the season.
Says the payoff pitch. That one's popped up, out of play.
But what that shows for me from Mathieson, Caden, is even though she's walking the batters the amount of batters that she is, she only has a 1.07 ERA, so she's very good at getting herself out of those jams.
That's a 205 batting average against, second on this team, right behind Camilla Leon Blanco, another freshman. The 3-2 fouled back.
And man, these are just the at-bats that Tampa was putting up earlier in the season. You can hear the Tampa side getting more and more into it the longer this at-bat goes.
These stands are about as full as I have ever seen them here on senior night for the Rollins College softball team. Festivities will be in the second half of the doubleheader. For now, top of the 9th, the 3-2 count. Hit over to third base, eats up Thyson. Layton's there to follow it up, but the throw is not in time. DiMartino showing off the speed, getting down that first base line. Leadoff hitter aboard.
This is a great play by Michaela Layton. This is why you back up your fielders. You're taught this at the earliest of level to back up your fielder. This is exactly why. Had a very good chance of still getting the out at first. DiMartino's speed preventing the out at first. However, Michaela Layton, there would have been no chance. And who knows, maybe DiMartino's even standing on second with how that ball would have slowly rolled into the outfield.
In the box now, another pinch hitter, Hannah Yetter out of Winter Garden, Florida. Another freshman for this University of Tampa team coming in a big spot.
It just shows these two teams being so good so early with these young rosters, just setting themselves up for the future.
This is Yetter's 5th at-bat this season, James. She's ahead in the count 2-0.
A limited sample size for her here, but she shows the trust that head coach Cantor has over there at the University of Tampa, putting her freshmen in this big moment.
It's the 2-0. Trying to lay down a bunt, fouls it back.
I like the idea of small ball right here, Caden. With how the Tampa's pitching staff has been working in the circle, especially with Gwen McGinnis, one run could win the game for either side here.
Yetter 4 at-bats, has struck out 3 times. As the 3-1, 2-1, excuse me, making it 3-1 as the pitch is low.
You were just a pitch off, Caden.
I was. I knew it was coming.
Unfortunately.
Sadly. As 3-1, McKenna DiMartino on first base. Hannah Yetter at the plate. Rachel Mathieson in the circle. The 3-1. Shows bunt for a second, pulls it back. It's low. And the Spartans are in striking distance. 2 on, no out. Top of the order coming up. Lauren Fantone, 2 of 4 today with 2 singles in the box.
Matheson, just 13th walk issued on the season right there. I like the circle visit from Christine Rosa Lefevre, is going out to talk to her young pitcher, calm her down. But the 2 on, 2, nobody out here, Caden. This is a prime opportunity for Tampa, considering Lauren Fantone is back up to the dish.
Yes, and then following her is even more just trouble. So you got to get these outs, got to get them quickly. Double play ball. It's got to be in the mind of these Tars players out in the field.
Caden, maybe not a double play ball. What about a triple play ball?
That would be very cool. That is something I've always wanted to see in person. I would love for that to happen now. It would be very cool. This Fantone is in the box showing bunt. Pulls it back.
You want to be careful right here. If you're Tampa, Marissa Hedeveen has a cannon behind the dish. You don't have the risk of her going for the back pick, stealing an out right here for her pitcher.
And if she does bunt and pops it up, that does leave the chance for trouble, but she doesn't. It's placed perfectly. Thyssen comes in, scoops it up, makes the throw over to first base for the first out of the top half of the 9th, but the job was done by Fantone, setting up Lily Keister with 2 runners in scoring position.
I was going to say the same thing, Caden, that she did her job. That's exactly what the University of Tampa wanted right there. Move 2 runners into scoring position with 1 out. Now if Keister is able to send one out to the outfield with enough air under it, there's a potential chance for the Spartans to score on a sac fly.
Keister kept the inning going in the 7th inning with a single. As that one's hit to second base, Shelley bobbles it, and there's no play. Everyone's safe everywhere. Tampa retakes the lead 3-2.
That's just Bree Shelley right there trying to go to home right there to get the out instead of making the routine play. We see go back a little bit now to Michaela Layton play, backing up Brooke Thyssen. And then here, you see, looks like she just wants to go home instantly, doesn't have a play necessarily at the plate, I don't believe.
That one gets away. Coming in and scoring is the 2nd run of the inning, McKenna DiMartino. Just like that, Tampa takes a 4-2 lead. Galehouse at the plate. She was ready to bunt as well.
You see it right here. That one just getting away. Not even a throw. The control issues, the command issues that we've seen a little bit early from Matheson's why her walk total is so high comes back to bite the Tars right there.
Excuse me, that was actually Anna Hannah Yetter coming in to score there. Lily Keister at second base.
Great job by Michelle on that previous play to get her body in front of it. Took an awkward bounce on her. She gives a great effort right there, just unfortunately couldn't control it enough to make the throw.
1-1 to Galehouse, fouled back. 1-2 to the All-American. They've held her in check today as far as hitting wise. A walk, pop up of out on a fielder's choice, and then the sac fly to right field, which tied the game back in the 7th. Ooh, that one almost fell back into the zone. 2-2 the count now to Galehouse. Wynn picking up out to right field. 2-2. Fouled back. Ooh, right near the microphone. Heard that doom.
Hopefully the microphone's still okay out there.
Kind of see. 2-2. Decent in the circle. Keister on second. The pitch. Fouled off again. Maria Galehouse putting together very nice at bat here, fighting against Rachel Mathieson.
Well, Caden, this is just what Tampa has done all day. The longer these at-bats go, the more it benefits the Tampa hitters. Matheson just doing her best now, trying to get out of this.
That one's hit well out to left field. Germer back, wall, track, gone, home run. Mariah Galehouse has absolutely busted this game open. 6-2 Tampa.
Caden, we were just mentioning it, the longer these at-bats go, the more it's going to benefit the hitters at the plate. They're seeing more of Matheson's stuff right there. They saw it. Galehouse didn't miss it.
It says 3 on the scoreboard, 5-2. Pretty sure that will be 6-2. That one needs fixed as that one's ripped to left field by Alexa Russo. This is a 6-2 ball game. Tampa puts up 4 here in the top half of the 9th after the 2-run shot from All-American Galehouse.
That'll do it for Matheson. Looks like they're going to Camille Leon Blanco now, Caden.
So it'll be her task to get the final 2 outs here. The 9th.
28, Camilla Leon Blanco.
Wind has really picked up, and Galehouse got all of that one, James. That was into the wind, off the scoreboard, making it 6-2. He's responsible for 3 of the runs. It's her 3rd home run of the season, her 3rd RBI of the day. She also pitched a very solid 6 innings of work as well.
Yes, she did. She was pretty much unhittable against the Rollins College Tars. Not a lot of damage much doing there except for the RBI double in the 2nd from Grace Germer there. Now they go to Camila Leon Blanco, trying to keep the score where it is, but this is what Tampa does, Caden. They wear you out, and the longer this game went on, the more we were talking about how it's going to keep benefiting the Spartans right here, and just reached the breaking point, and Tampa took advantage.
And when you play in the number 2 team in the country, you simply have to play basically perfect softball. You cannot make mistakes. A couple mistake pitches, a couple errors in the field. Tampa up 6-2 on 10 hits.
And Caden, you look back on this game as the Rollins College Tars will. They played fantastic, but they had a couple opportunities to put this game away and were unable to. They kept Tampa alive in it, and you can't do that when you're playing against the number 2 team in the country.
Camilla Leon Blanco now has been nails in the circle this season. 14th appearance. Another freshman, though, nonetheless.
Caden, we were kind of guessing that Camila Leon Blanco would be the starter for game 2, but if you had her available for this game, it was just a bit confusing why we didn't see her a little bit earlier.
I agree. I wonder if she was maybe scheduled to start now. They just want her to get out of this one. They're going to bring someone else in to start, as she is down in the count 2-1 to Abby Salt. 0 for 3 today with a walk back in the 4th. Alexa Russo on first. She has a 3-hit game. Big swing and a miss from Salt. Evens up the count at 2-2. Salt steps back in. Leon Blanco fires. That one's crushed out to left field, but foul and out of play.
That'll get your heart going.
Just another one for this Spartans team. They're getting the barrel to it a lot. A couple have left the park, but a lot have been early and have left the park just in foul territory.
Well, I believe the Tars pitchers, most of today, they've done a good job at bouncing back after some of these hard-hit foul balls.
That one's crushed high in the sky out to right field. Parentoni at the track making the catch. Russo fakes the tag. Up from first, so 2 down now in the top of the 9th. Kenna Kreidler step into the box now.
It's a big second out right there for Camille Leon Blanco right there. It's only a 4-run game, Kate, and the Tars are still in it. They got to keep their energy up, the energy that they were feeling at the end of that 6th inning going to the 7th. They got to find a way to bring that back because, again, 4 runs, not as much as you would think, especially if you get a rally going.
It's not, yeah, exactly. Just as you said, not as much as you would think. The problem is this Tampa team has not allowed more than 5 runs all season.
Well, you said it, Caden. Their money mark was 6, and they hit it.
They hit 6. As the 1-0, Kreidler is in there for strike 1. Well, it's how does Rollins fight back? And it doesn't even necessarily mean for this game, but the second game of the doubleheader as well. The 1-1. In there at the knees for strike 2.
Okay, and I think you're really just focused on this 9th inning right here. I think that's all really you can do. And if it doesn't go the Tars' way, well, it's a brand new softball game. So there's a chance for everything. Everything is reset to 0. But trying to fight back here is like, you just saw, you know how good your hitters are. You've competed with this team. And if they can get 4 runs in an inning, so can you.
That one's hit over to Layton. She'll take it herself to second base to get out of the inning. But the damage has been done already. Maria Galehouse, a 2-run bomb to left center, makes it 6-2. Tampa takes the lead heading into the bottom of the 9th. Lily Keister reached on a fielder's choice that allowed DiMartino to score, and then a wild pitch allowed Yetter to score. That's how they got their 4 runs. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Tars due up 5-6-7. Todd, Michelle, Borky in just a moment. And we're back. It's the bottom of the 9th. No, this is not baseball. This is softball. Extra innings, but it's 6-2. Tampa puts up a 4 spot in the top of the 9th. The bottom of the ninth starts in the hands of Cambry Todd for the Tars. First pitch outside, ball 1. Gwen McGinnis still in the circle for Tampa. She's pitched a hitless 2 innings so far, struck out 1. Todd, on the other hand, 1 of 3 today, reached on an error as well as a single. So that one hit weakly. First baseman Abby Salt in foul territory makes the catch. That's 1 down for the Tars.
Well, that's what we've seen out of McGinnis, Caden. She's working very quick in the circle, and she's getting the quick outs. The Tars aren't necessarily making the best of contact against McGinnis right now. And another weak pop-up right there. Easy play for Salt at first.
Senior Bree Michelli steps in, takes a huge hack. Something to point out, Tars not taking a walk this whole game. That's how good this Tampa team has been attacking the strike zone. So there's 1-1 to Michelli.
And then you mentioned, Caden, 5 walks thrown from the Rollins College Tars. So free passes for Tampa right there, coming back to kind of bite the Tars right there. And they really necessarily haven't been making the Tampa pitchers work like how the Spartans have been making the Tars pitchers work.
And this is their specialty. They don't walk hitters. 31 walks this season, James. The second highest team in the Sunshine State Conference has 74. It's over double the amount of walks that Tampa has allowed. And you compare that to Rollins, who's allowed 104 walks this season. That's 70 more than Tampa. They command the zone. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Bree Michelli gets sent down. McGinnis picks up her second strikeout of the afternoon. She's 1 away from 90 on the season.
Caden, she's been really untouchable since she's entered the circle for the Spartans. Tars necessarily haven't gotten a good piece of contact on her.
I mean, they can't touch it. McGinnis, a .74 ERA. 2 players on this Tampa team have an ERA under 1, and Rollins got to see both of them this afternoon. The 1-0 to Borky. Swung on and missed. My goodness.
It's coveted so fast, Caden. These Tampa pitchers are like some of the hardest throwers I've seen this season.
It's got to be credit to pitching coach Jackie
on the
Davis.
Ground.
That one gets through the legs of the shortstop, DiMartino, and Jenna Borky extends the 9th inning. Maybe a little 2-out rally getting started here.
What you need, Caden, you just need a base run at any sort of point. And with the Tars, the speed that they have, the hitters that are coming up, Leighton, Germer, Parentoni, there's a lot of damage still left to be done from the Rollins College Tars, but you've got to take it 1 pitch at a time. You can't be looking too much ahead. Just do your job, and that is definitely a quick pitch. Oh, man. That is not a balk?
Umpire got to make sure that Leighton is in the box and set. McGinnis still going quick. In there, strike 1.
You also got to make sure the home plate umpire is down and set, Kate. You've had that a couple times where pitchers just try and work quick to get ahead of the batter, but you're not even down and ready.
McGinnis just waiting in the circle, allowing her to pitch again. That's 2 straight to Leighton, and Tars down to their final strike. Leighton steps out, steps back in. McGinnis not wasting any time. Here's the 0-2. Outside, taking off. Borky in there. Oh, that bounced off.
That's going to get away.
Of the shortstop, DiMartino, and it does get away. So Borky advances all the way to 3rd. Hope DiMartino's okay. Just kind of misplayed it there. Bounced right off her noggin.
Yeah, that throw from Kenna Kreidler behind the dish, that one went way high, and DiMartino does a great job of using her head right there to keep that ball from going farther into the outfield.
So I guess that is a good way to use it, keeping your head in the game. Glad to see that she's okay. Just walking back to shortstop, a little sting. A little sting to the dome. Leighton can step back in. 1-2 the count. Gwen McGinnis sets, fires the 1-2. Swung on and miss. Tampa comes into Winter Park, Florida, takes the first 2 games of the series, which is a series winner for the Spartans. Tars drop 2nd in a row, down 6-2. As the second half of this doubleheader will take place in roughly 45 minutes. James, what did you see today?
A good fight out of the Rollins College Tars. And, you know, for the first 7 innings of this game, Caden, they were in it. And that's normally all the amount of time that you need to play. Unfortunately for Rollins, though, that 9th inning, the longer and longer this game went on, just kind of got away from him there. And you got to give credit to Reese Twiggs. She pitched a fantastic game, maybe went back in when she shouldn't have. And the game, again, just gets away from the Tars. So a couple of late inning decisions for Rollins coming back to bite them. But Caden, I think when Rollins looks back at game 2 of this series, it's going to be missed opportunities. Remember, they had first and second, nobody out against Galehouse all the way back in an early inning. Just an unlucky call there, runner leaving early. That kind of has that chance squandered away. They go from 2 on, nobody out to nobody on and 2 out.
Changed the whole perception of that inning because then the next batter got out.
And then
1, 2, 3 for the Tars in that half inning.
And again, a chance to go win it in the bottom of the 7th. Tars were unable to get anyone across. And then going back to the 8th, Matheson does her job. She got the double play ball. Again, the Tars could not get anything going at the plate against this Tampa pitching staff. And you got to give credit to how dominant the Spartans have been in the circle this season.
Yes, I mean, and that starts with none other than the All-American. She's the player of the game today, James Maria Galehouse. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 runs allowed, 1 of them being earned, 3 strikeouts, only gave up 1 extra base hit on 81 total pitches through 6. And then you can go to her hitting stats as well. She had 3 RBIs, a home run, 2-run home run, and then the sac fly out to right field.
Yeah, Caden, Galehouse only threw 81 pitches compared to Twiggs' 119. The patience that the Spartans showed in the batter's box today compared to Rollins College Tars, that's the difference right there.
Well, they didn't let Galehouse and McGinnis were not letting the Tars be patient. They were pounding the zone. We saw it when Galehouse was out there. She had that ultra-quick fastball mixed with the devastating breaking stuff, and then McGinnis comes in, has a little bit of the same stuff as well. That's why they're the best pitching team in this conference. That's why their team ERA is under 1. That's why Galehouse and McGinnis combined. Their combined ERA is 1.26. 2 pitchers have a 1.26 ERA combined. That's still lower than the next pitcher on the team compared to the next 2.
And Caden, for the Rollins College Tars, though, you've got to give them credit. They show that they can hang. It's a 2-1 loss in the game 1. They were with Tampa all the way through. This is a much closer game than the score is going to say it does.
Yes, I agree completely. So that'll do it for us from the first half of this doubleheader. The second half of the doubleheader will have the Senior Day festivities. Bree Michelle and Grace Germer will highlight those with their games in the first game of the doubleheader. As Michael Shepard and Ben Weiss will be on the call for the second game of the doubleheader. For James Irvin, I'm Caden Schmid. This was game 1 of Tampa versus Rollins on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Have a good day, everybody.